Jeffrey Gooderman, and welcome to the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. We'll get started in just a moment. Hey Ron, how's it going? We're almost ready. And Kathy Harden has arrived. And the tweet is up and it's good. It's Jeffrey Gooderman here for the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network, afternoon baseball. Late afternoon baseball. And we have quite a game. It's the Brooklyn Dodgers at the New York Giants, third of a four-game series. Brooklyn took the first and the Giants took the second game. We're still early here, game 41. It's April 18, 1911, replay. Brooklyn is 2-3, 3 games behind. Cincinnati's got off to a 5-0 start, but that won't last. Giants are in second place. They're 3-1, a game and a half behind. It's Bill Schardt, who's 1-0 this season for the Brooklyn Dodgers, and Rube Marquard, who has no record. This is his first start And we're looking forward to seeing Rube here in this ball game. Kathy Harden for the Dodgers. And Ron McGrath for the Dodgers. I guess I'll be for the Dodgers, even though I'm very interested in Rube Marquard. Oh boy, that is. We'll see what happens. Rube is a left-hander. I'm going to go through the lineups rather quickly, and then we'll get going with this ball game. I'll be on 7 p.m. Eastern with Nighthawks right here on the Jeffrey Guterman Network. For the Brooklyn Dodgers, leading off in center field is Bill Davidson. Batting second at short, Bert Tooley. Batting third at first base, Jake Daubert. The cleanup hitter at second base, John Hummel. Batting fifth, Zach Wheat in left field. Batting sixth in right field, Bob Colson. Batting seventh at third, Eddie Zimmerman. Tex Irwin will be doing the catching today. And the pitcher is Bill Schardt. And for the New York Giants, Rhodes Scholar will take the Giants. Leading off, Josh DeVore in right field. Batting second, Larry Doyle at second. Fred Snodgrass batting third in center field. Red Murray is the cleanup hitter. He's in left. Fred Merkel batting fifth at first base. Al Bridwell is the shortstop. He's batting sixth. Art Devlin batting seventh at third base. Chief Myers is catching and batting eighth. And the pitcher, the left-hander, Rube Marquard. He was 24-7 with a 2.50 ERA, 33 starts. Schardt 5-15 with a 3.58 ERA, 22 starts, and he Big Red Murray, and he's already 1-0. I got myself some ginger ale, and oh, is it refreshing, I gotta tell you. It is the witching hour, and so I'm just going to take some of my medicine real quickly here. And I found I did rather well yesterday by taking just, I think it was one hit early and not taking another one. Maybe I took one later. Yeah, Kathy Harden, but how's the cat doing? How was the surgery? Yeah, I hope well. In a few minutes, a couple minutes, the Giants will take the field. We're playing at Hilltop Park, which is the Highlanders Stadium. The Polo Grounds burnt down. They're rebuilding. Should be back up later this year. The whole thing didn't burn down. He's got less teeth, okay. But his health will be better, right? I'm sure that's going to be okay, I hope. Oh, how many less teeth, God. That is so. Oh, is that good? I guess 2 isn't so bad. Well, it's nice of the Highlanders to lease their park, Hilltop Park, to these Giants. Oh, bear with me. God, this thing. All right, remember the Cubs won the pennant last year, but the Giants won it this year and the next 2 years. And the Giants take the field. There's Rube Marquard on the mound. Oh, indeed. Oh, I forgot to send that one. Oh, that is tasty. Here's Bill Davidson to lead it off for the Dodgers. Marquard is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch from Rube. That's going to be 1-3 left-handed. Pops it up to second. Under it is Doyle. And he makes the catch. 1 away. We are underway. Here's Bertulli. Bertulli is a right-handed hitter. The gate for today is 6,000. This game is, okay, never mind. 6,000, that's a good crowd. Okay, Marquard, the windup and the pitch to Thule. That is 3-7 left-handed, grounds it to short for Bridwell, and there's 2 away. So Marquard retires the first 2 Dodgers here. Marquard is in the Hall of Fame. I was doing some reading about Marquard, and I learned there's more than one person who has written about the idea that he doesn't belong in the Hall. He had about 210 wins, but still, he really was a great. Okay, Dalbert, Jake Dalbert, left-handed hitter. This will be lefty-lefty. Rube winds and deals. That's 6-8 left-handed. He walked him. So Dalbert is on with 2 outs. He's a 1-15, 1-13, 1-11 being held. I'm not going to state the numbers anymore with these 1911 teams. I'll just tell you if he's being held or not, and if they're going. Here's John Hummel with 2 outs and Dalbert on first. The pitch. That's 4-5 right-handed, and he struck him out. He is a good strikeout pitcher, Rube. And he gets his first strikeout. Side retired, no runs, no hits. The walk left on. After a half, it's Brooklyn nothing and New York coming to bat. You take a look at Marquard. That's right, Rhodes Scholar. 237 and 278. You know, even people like Walter Johnson, they didn't have more strikeouts than innings. There were less strikeouts then, but still, this guy is a good strikeout, great strikeout pitcher. Here's Bill Schardt now. 1-0 on the season. And John DeVore is the batter. There's John McGraw in uniform. Something, the nostalgia I have about John McGraw and the Polo Grounds and what that must have been like. He was a real person. Wow. And there's so many pictures of him, photos. Devore, a left-handed hitter. Schardt is ready. And the pitch to Josh. 3-8 right-handed. And he lines it to first, caught by Dalbert. One away. Now Larry Doyle. Beautiful crowd out here at Hilltop. Hilltop, I think, was in the Washington Heights area of, I think, of Manhattan. You know, it's amazing how back in 1911 you could find enough space to put a baseball park in Manhattan. Now, on the other hand, if I'm not mistaken, the Polo Grounds was technically in Manhattan. Am I right? It's up in, I guess, some part of Harlem. Okay. Think about that. And back then, I guess, you know. Anyway, here's Larry Doyle now. Left-handed hitter. And the pitch from Schardt. That's 1-7 right-handed. Fly ball center. And Davidson makes the catch. It's 2 away for Fred Snodgrass. These Giants, the Cubs won the pennant last year. These Giants are in this to win this. In 1909, the Pirates won the pennant. And in 1908, 1907, and 1906, the Cubs won the pennant. The Giants, of course, won the pennant in 1905. So try to get a feel for, you know, what was going on. And the Giants are a great team this year. They won 92, 7.5 out in second. Pirates were good. They won in 1909, but the Giants won 99 games, led by John McGraw. Okay, Snodgrass facing Schardt. 1-5 right-handed, grounds it to short for Thule, and it's a 1-2-3 for Schardt. Boy, he's looking good. And after one, it's a scoreless ball game. We're at Hilltop. Okay, we're moving to the top of the second. Here's Rube. Out again. Zach Wheat will lead it off. Zach is a left-handed hitter. Wheat steps out of the box for a moment. This is only Zach's third year. First year he didn't play too much, 102 at bats, hit 304, hit 284 last year, played full time. He hit 287, and then he just 305, 301, 319, excellent outfielder. And he went on 335 in 1918, played through 27, so he's a guy who really spanned the dead ball and modern era. It's Zach Wheat to lead it off. Here's Rube. Two Hall of Famers facing each other. Here's the pitch. That's 3-9, left-handed, grounds it to second, one away before Zach is retired. And here's Bob Coulson. So glad to have you all here for this afternoon ball game. Oh. Colson is a right-handed hitter. Marquard, the wind-up and the pitch. 5-7 right-handed, and that is a base hit by Colson. First hit in the game. Colson is on first, being held. And here's Eddie Zimmerman. Colson with a short lead off first. Marquard on the mound. The pitch to Zimmerman. 6-8 right-handed, walked him, so it's first and second. Eddie, don't call me Heine. Zimmerman is on first. Who's Heine on again? What frickin' team is Heine on? Is he on the Highlanders? I can't remember. First and second, one out. Here is Tex Irwin. Marquard. And the pitch to Tex. That's 3-4 left-handed. Grounds it to short, forcing Zimmerman at second. It's 2 outs. Irwin on first and Colson on third, with Bill Schardt, the pitcher, coming up. Schardt 2 WR. The breeze is a very mild breeze from right to left today. On this beautiful April spring day. Just a slight chill in the air. Just sort of a reminiscence of winter. Here's the pitch to Schardt. That is 1-9, and he struck him out, and the side is retired. Second strikeout for Rube. He did allow a hit and a walk. He left them both on. Middle of the second. It's a scoreless ball game here at Hilltop. And there's a beautiful picture of fans on their way in to Hilltop from the outside. If any of you haven't seen it, let me know. I'll pull it up in 2 seconds for you. It's just, you know, it feels like you're going back in time. Bill Schardt, pull it up right here. Bill Schardt comes out. He retired the Giants in order. And Red Murray is the batter. McGraw clapping. And if I could read the lips of John McGraw saying, "Let's go, Red." Here's Schardt. And the pitch to Murray. 1-4 right-handed, and he grounds it back to Schardt, who throws over to Dalbert, and that's 1 down. That's 4 in order by Schardt. Now Fred Merkel. He made his boner, I think it was 08, 06. It's before this. It's before this season. It was in 1908. And they ended up losing the pennant race, but you know, I don't think it was that. I'm not sure if that game. It was a regular season game. It was in September late. It was not the last game. Okay, Merkel at the plate. He never could live that down. The pitch from Schardt. 4-8 right-handed, grounded to third. And Zimmerman throws over to first. It's 2 away. That's a nice play by Zimmerman. And now Al Bridwell is the batter. I'll tell you, I don't want to get corny, but I saw the Medal of Freedom given, Medal of Honor, I'm sorry, given to Captain Larry Taylor at the White House, and oh my God, the story of what he did, saving, against orders, I guess that's okay, saving 4 men their lives in Vietnam. I'm not a hyper nationalist guy. I'm not but I couldn't help but be moved. Bridwell, a left-handed hitter facing Schardt. And the pitch to Bridwell. That's 211, right-handed. Base hit to right. That's the first base runner. And hit off of Schardt. So Bridwell is on with 2 outs. Art Devlin is the batter. Indeed. The pitch to Devlin. 6-4 right-handed. Catcher X. That'll be Irwin. Tex Irwin, 4-6. It's a 15-4. Pass ball followed by foul out. Side is retired. Bridwell is stranded on second. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. Scoreless after 2. Okay, Rube Marquard. No runs, 1 hit, 2 walks, struck out 2. Will face the top of the order here in the 3rd. Bill Davidson. He popped to second in the 1st. Rube into his windup. 4-9, and he grounds it to short X. Bridwell, 356. That's 5-3, and he throws him out, Bridwell does, and there's 1 away. And now Bert Tooley. 206. We'll have to remember that. Rube throws. 5-7. And that is a base hit for Tooley. Of course, off Marquard's card being held. Now Jake Dalbert is the batter. Lefty-lefty here for Jake. 307 real world. From the stretch, Marquard. That's 2-5, left-handed, and that is a double down the line for Dalbert. Tooley goes to 3rd and holds. So the Dodgers have something going here in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 3rd, 1 down, Marquard. In a little bit of a jam here. Here's Hummel now. What do you do about this? They're going to walk him. That's what they're going to do. It's the Gil Hodges approach. Walk him and set up the double. So Rube has walked Hummel. And here's Zach Weed. Not that they want to face Zach Wheat, but it is lefty-lefty. Here's a full windup by Marquard. And the pitch to Wheat. That's going to be 6-7, left-handed, walks in a run. So that backfired on the Giants. Thule comes home. It's 1-0 Brooklyn. Now Bob Colson comes up, bases loaded. Still only one out. Infield back. If they can get a double here, they've done okay, the Giants. Marquard. 1-8, left-handed, fly ball center. This will be deep enough for Dalbert to tag. Snodgrass makes the catch, and it's a 2-0 ball game. So it's 2 outs now, and the Dodgers lead it 2-0. And here's Eddie Zimmerman. Eddie walked in the second. Marquard from the stretch. That's 5-6 right-handed, and he struck him out. That's the third for Rube. He did allow 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 walks, one of them intentional, a sacrifice fly, 2 left on, middle of the third, 2-0 Brooklyn. Here at Hilltop, in the Washington Heights area of Manhattan. Just think about it, folks. I want you to think. There's no such thing as Empire State Building or the Chrysler Building. I don't even think the Woolworths Building, which at one time was the largest building in the world. Let me see what year that was built. 1913. Wow. And until the Chrysler came around, which was actually built before, I love that building, you know. I once had a girlfriend and I took her to Manhattan. She'd never been there. And the first day I took her, I said, you gotta just take a walk with me up Fifth Avenue. First, we'll take a cab to the Empire State Building. We'll go take a look at what that looks like, and then we'll just, that is Fifth Avenue. We'll just walk all the way up to the plaza, and then have dinner or drink, whatever. And into the second day, I took her to see the Flatiron Building and Rockefeller Center, and she was saying, you know, I'm not into looking at buildings. And I said to myself, I don't think this is the gal for me. Okay? I mean, it's just, that's a deal breaker. Okay? I'm kidding. But really, you know? Anyway, we're heading to I'll never forget that. We're heading to the bottom of the third. And Bill Schardt will try to hold the lead. Dodgers lead at 2-0. Here's Chief Myers. Okay, Schardt, the windup, and the pitch to Chief. 2-4. And he grounds it to second. There's one away. Schardt is looking very good today. Now Rube Marquard. Schart's endurance is 7, Marquard 9. The pitch to Marquard, a switch hitter, batting left, 5-8, grounds it to second again. Hummel And it's 2 away for Josh DeVore. Schardt looking very good. The pitch to DeVore. That's 3-9, right-handed. Base hit up the middle for DeVore. He's a AA, being held. Sometimes I might mention it just because I want to. 1-15 with Tex Irwin. We're going to send him. Is that okay with you, Rhodes Scholar? We're going to send him with 2 outs to try to set up a clutch situation here for Larry Doyle. Okay, Schardt now from the stretch. And the pitch. There goes DeVore. And he is safe. So DeVore swipes second. A nice hand from the crowd here at Hilltop. Still plenty of Giant fans, plenty of Dodger fans here. You just take a subway. They had those in 1911. Take a subway from Brooklyn. You can go across the Brooklyn Bridge, for Christ's sakes. I did send him a road. I just saw your text. Here's Doyle now in a clutch situation with DeVore on second, 2 outs. Giants would like to get at least a run here to narrow this 2-0 lead by the Dodgers. Here's Schardt. And the pitch to Doyle. That's going to be a 3-5 right-handed, and it's a drive hit out to right center deep. DeVore is going to score, and Doyle comes around second and slides into third with a triple. Boy, did he hit that. And you got to realize how quaint, how cozy, what the confines were like in a Hilltop Park. It's got to be very cozy, very freaking cozy. A triple by Larry Doyle, clean as a baby's ass. DeVore came in. Doyle now on third, and here's Fred Snodgrass. It's a 2-1 ball game. Okay, Schardt is ready. Here's the pitch to Snodgrass. That's 1-3 right-handed. Grounds it back to Schardt. To Daubert at first, and the side is retired. But 1 run for the Giants on 2 hits. The single by DeVore, stole second, and tripled home by Lawrence Doyle. And after 3, it's a 2-1 ball game, folks. And I hope everybody's doing well. We'll take a 2 to 3 minute break, more or less, at this point, and say we're very grateful to be here with one another in this world. Don't forget, Nighthawks tonight at 7 p.m., trying to build it up. Looking on our schedule here on the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network tomorrow morning, and these are all tentative. 7:15 a.m., 1969, August 21, Atlanta, Britain against the Cubs' hands. Cubs are already, I believe it's 9 games out in second place. The Pirates are not fooling around. Afternoon game, staying with 69, Padres, Joe Niekro at the Expos, Robertson on the mound, and then moving to Thursday morning, we're going to move to the 64 replay. We're only in the second day there, and it's Minnesota with Pasquale against Cleveland Indians' Mudcat Grant. Mudcat, who ended up, he ended up with a lot of teams, Mudcat did. So we're going to be looking forward to those ball games. And I'll be back in just a moment, and we'll continue this ball game. Brooklyn 2, New York 1. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. Oh, indeed, yeah. Oh, it's breezy. Oh, it's so delightful. It's so delightful out here at Hilltop. Can you imagine what the concession stands were like, say at Hilltop Park? I'm pretty sure they had some. If not, have people, vendors. Imagine how good a hot dog was. You know, food was better back then. Food was better when I was a kid. Today, food is the quality of food. Vegetables right on up. I mean, I guess some people would say if you get the right ones. But basically, food was better. I always suspected that, and then when I read 11/22/63 and heard Stephen King talk about it, where he went back in time, he sent the guy back in time to 63, he consulted with people, and one thing he learned was that food was better back then. Imagine how good it was. Imagine how the coffee was. You know, you get a cup of coffee there. I just hope it's piping hot. You know, piping hot, fresh, and with milk. And I say coffee basically is like sex. If it's hot and it's fresh, even when it's bad, it's good. I'll be back. Oh, come on, folks. These are the jokes. Folks, these are the jokes. Come on, loosen up. Oh, little world we live in. Can you believe we've played 40 games already in this replay? I remember when I ordered it. I'll be back. By the way, I'm getting a sort of a sick compulsion to buy another season and do a fourth replay simultaneously. But something's stopping me. Reason. 3 is plenty. 3 is frickin' plenty. Folks, I just met a young lady named Camille, and I started a conversation with her. She works in the Winn-Dixie right across the street. Apparently she lives right in my neighborhood. I pointed to my place, showed her where I lived. I told her she's very pretty, and she said, well, I'll be seeing you around. And very nice. Oh, is it delightful in here? I met a lady named Stephanie. She was a customer at Winn-Dixie, and we exchanged numbers. And I texted her. She called me once, wanted to come over that night. I couldn't do it that night. But she doesn't respond. I'm going to call her one of these days. You just got to keep trying. Okay, Rube Marquard comes out. He allowed 2 runs last inning. Got into a real jam. And he'll face Irwin. To lead it off, Irwin reached on a force. Lefty here. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, Marquard. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Marquard is ready. Here's the pitch to Irwin. This really happened, folks, these matchups. That's 6-6 left-handed, and that is a base hit. Oh, it just went by Merkel. Almost another boner. But no, that was a base hit. I'm sorry. Oh, Lord, help me. Oh, no. If I run out of... It doesn't matter. These are very temporary score sheets. We'll just make do. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Look at this. Okay. Merkel is on. Irwin is on. I'm so sorry. Merkel's at first. That just went through. And here comes Bill Schardt. He is a B bunter. I think we'll lay it down. Why not? Try some Bs. Infield is in. He's a C. That could be trouble here. Here's the pitch to Schardt. That's 1-5. That's 5. And he's thrown out. It's a dribbler to Marquard, throws Schardt out, and Irwin goes to second, hustling. I don't think Irwin's too speedy either, yeah. Here's Bill Davidson now with Irwin in scoring position. Marquard. And the pitch. 110 left-handed, grounds it to short, and Bridwell throws him out, holding Tex on second, 2 outs. And here's Bertulli now, 204 hitter, 206. Bertulli is 1 for 2, singled and scored in the third. That's 6-6 right-handed, and that is a fly ball to center, and Snodgrass catches up with it. And the side is retired. No runs on Marquard. 1 hit. Irwin left on. 2-1 Dodgers. Bottom of the 4th now. Here's Bill Schardt. Oh, Lord. It's all you. Here's Schardt. Facing Red Murray. Murray is 0 for 1. Let's go, Dip. That was John McGraw. Going out to Murray. Here's the pitch. 2-9 right-handed, grounds it to third, one away. Now here's Merkel. Let me see if this guy got his sentence or not. Still looking through the guidelines. Whoa, this is going to be hefty. It's going to be very, very freaking hefty. Okay, Merkel at the plate. Here's Schardt now. That's going to be 4-9 right-handed. And that is a liner to second, caught by Hummel, and that was a pretty catch. John Hummel. 2 outs now. And Al Bridwell is the batter. Schardt throws 4-6, struck him out. And the side is retired. First strikeout for Schardt. 1-2-3. After 4, it's still 2-1 Brooklyn here at Hilltop Park. Okay, Marquard comes out, taking some warm-ups. It's going to be Daubert, Hummel, and Wheat here in the 5th. Daubert has walked, doubled, and scored. Marquard, and the pitch. That's 3-7, and he struck him out. Number 4 for Rube. Like to see Rube get into a groove. Now John Hummel. In for the long haul. And the pitch to Hummel. 6-5 right-handed. That's hit well. Into left field. Murray is on the chase, and he tracks it down. Red Murray. Look. You know, he must have this thing for Red Murray, John McGraw. Look at John McGraw. That's 2 outs. And Zach Wheat is the batter. Wheat 0 for 1 and a walk. It's 2 outs, and it's nobody on. The pitch to Wheat. 3-7 left-handed. Fly ball to right. And DeVore brings it down. There's a 1-2-3 for Marquard. Both pitchers, 1-2-3 innings. We're in the middle of the 5th here. It's a 2-1 ball game. And folks, I hope everybody's doing well here. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. We're just biding our time, trying to find a respite from the madness in this world. And I broadcast 3 replays of Strat-O-Matic baseball simultaneously or concurrently, you could say. Here in Studio B of the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. And I'm enjoying it. The 64 games are really novel. Really, really novel. And I'm trying to stay cool. How's it over in your neck of the woods, people? What's the weather like? This is your respite, wrote Scholar. Yeah. What's the temperature like? It's, you know, I'm trying to keep it cool in here. I have the thing blown and blowing, you know. And I feel very fortunate to be so cool, you know. And to relax and broadcast these games. I like doing it. Oh, it's unseasonably hot. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Here's Bill Schardt now. Schardt has pitched good baseball for the most part. And he'll face Devlin, Myers, and Marquard here in the bottom of the fifth. We're at Hilltop Park in Washington Heights, Manhattan, New York. Home of the Highlanders. Since the Polo Grounds was burned down, they'll be leasing here, the Giants. I'm hearing it'll take about 3 months. Can you imagine that today? They didn't have the regulation that we have today. Here's Schardt now, the pitch to Devlin. That's 1-9. And that's a drive hit out to left, extra bases. It's a double by Devlin for the Giants to open it up. I don't know what year the Triangle Fire was. We're a factory, mostly women, died in a fire. They were locked in. You know, it's around this time. They were literally sweatshops. People worked 7 hours a week, a day, 7 days a week. Some of them. 12, 15 hours, no overtime. It was piecemeal work. It was a different world back then. And then reform came. Here's Chief Myers now. Devlin on second, nobody out. Schardt in a little bit of a jam. The pitch to Myers. That's 4-4, right-handed. Grounds it to short X. That'll be Thule, a 364. 64, oh, that could be trouble for Thule. 5-0, it's a one-base error by shortstop Bert Thule. Devlin goes to third and holds. So Thule booted that. And he's in even a worse situation. Here's Marquard now. First and third, nobody out. Infield is back. Here's the pitch to Marquard. That's 2-4, and it's a base hit by Marquard, right off his own card. Devlin comes home to tie up the ball game. So Rube Marquard, look at John McGraw, the glee on his face. A 2-4 base hit. Myers went to second. Let's see, he's not too swift. He'll hold. 1-8. So it's first and second, nobody out. And here's the top of the order. Okay, Schardt. The pitch to DeVore. That's 4-6. And he struck him out, and that was a big one for Schardt. Now he can look for the double to end this. Larry Doyle at the plate. The pitch to Doyle. 4-7, left-handed, walked him. That'll load the bases. Doyle tripled last time to bring home DeVore. It's bases loaded now with only one out. And here's Snodgrass. Snodgrass 0 for 2. From the stretch, Schardt. That's 2-6 right-handed, and it's a base hit by Snodgrass. Myers scores, that's unearned. Marquard scores, and Doyle goes to third. And it's a 4-2 ball game now. So Schardt in some big trouble here in the top of the bottom of the fifth. It's first and third, still only one out. There's action in the bullpen. Okay, here's Murray now. The pitch. That's 3-6 right-handed. There's a base hit to left. And out comes Robinson. Bill I'll check out his name. Oh God, Snodgrass, they'll let him go. A 1-17, I had no idea. 4 runs, 4 big runs in here. Sorry, Kathy Harden, we are very sorry. Merkel is due up, and he's coming out, Schardt. That's it, they've had it with Schardt. I mean, just after something like that. He pitched 4 1/3, still only one out. Little break in the action here. He's still responsible for first and second. Let's see who's coming in now. Now Reagan came in real world, so we might gladly bring him in. Pat Reagan, he's good. So he's like one of their best, if not their best. He's gonna hit. He's gonna stay in this game. He's gonna hit at least once. Reagan is coming in. Let him take his warm-ups now. 4 runs for the Giants here in the bottom of the fifth. It's making it a 5-2 ball game. Okay, Reagan is ready. With 1 out, and Fred Merkel is the batter. First and third, Reagan from the stretch. That's 2-12 right-handed, grounds it to short. That's going to be a double play, and that's going to end the inning. I was not holding Murray, I had to say so. And look at that, he's a double-A, it was first and third. It's a random feature in the way I play Strat-O-Matic, I have to say it. I neglected it to the favor of Brooklyn with that plus, but that's the way it goes. But 4 runs, Schardt in total allowed 5 runs, 1 of them unearned. And here's Rube Marquard with a 5-2 lead here. Oh. We're in the top of the 6th. Bob Colson is the batter. So the Dodgers now working to play catch-up baseball. Here's Marquard, the pitch to Colson. 3-8. And he grounds it to short, one away. Now Marquard has retired 7 in order. Eddie Zimmerman is the batter. The pitch from Rube. That's 2-3. He grounds it to first. Merkel walks it over, trots it over, 2 away. And catcher Tex Irwin steps in. This is lefty-lefty. Hold on. I want to tell you all something. This was something I was thinking about. A lot of these people we don't know. But I'm able to find players who played in the Negro Leagues. They weren't quite how they were in the 30s, the 20s, 30s, and 40s. But they were the New York Lincoln Giants. And there's players, and I could do something like find the stats for the player this year and let him play on one of the worst teams in this league and see how you all feel about it. If any of you have any interest in doing that, you let me know, okay? Okay, 2 outs, Irwin at the plate. I thought that might be cool. This is before, way before Josh Gibson. This is at least a decade, 2 decades before him. This is before. You like it, Rhodes Scholar? Thank you. I'll be thinking heavily about it. I'd like to see it on Brooklyn. They're not the worst team, but they're pretty bad, and I'd like to see a catcher. You know, a lot of the players back then in the Negro Leagues caught because it's such an important position. It was way before Satchel Paige, okay? Satchel Paige was the 30s and 40s and 60s. He came in and pitched 1 game or 1 inning or something for the Kansas City A's. Here's the pitch to Irwin. I might just surprise you all with it one day. It's a grounder to second. Doyle has it, and the side is retired. Marquard has retired the side again, and he has retired 9 in order. Watch out if he gets tough. We're in the middle of the 6th. It's a 5-2 ball game. Giants. You can help me with cards, Rhodes Scholar? Well, what if I gave you the statistics? You could give me a good card? There's these guys. I already looked it up. I just looked it up now, and I got to tell you, I'm fascinated by it. I'm finding names of players. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Lord. We're going to head to the bottom of the 6th. And Pat Reagan who's due up next inning, will come out. There's action in the bullpen right now. That's a whole nother thing which I'd have to look into. My God, they have some players we have never even seen. Reagan, Dent, and Netzer were used last game, so we know we just simply don't use them. And Reagan was used both days in a row. You had your own Strat card made? That's cool. Here's Pat Reagan now. He's going to face Bridwell to lead it off. Giants lead it by 3 here, bottom of the 6th, but we know we've seen teams come back so many times from deficits way more than this. Here's Reagan and the pitch to Bridwell. That's 5-7 left-handed, struck him out. Now Art Devlin, who doubled and scored to lead off the 5th off of Schardt. Here's the pitch to Devlin. 1-3, and there's a base hit to center for Devlin, his second hit of the ball game. Thrown in by Davidson. And here comes Chief Myers. If any of you have any suggestion for which set of another replay I should consider, I'll tell you my candidates. 20, 24, 62, and those are about the ones I'm thinking, but I'm more than glad to, it'd be great to play with Ruth both years, but and 20 was probably his best year ever. Here's Myers now. All right, Phil, you take care. He's a window shopper. Here's the pitch to Myers. There's a base hit by the Chief. Devlin going to third on that. And it's first and third, one out. Reagan getting in trouble here. And Marquard is the hitter. It's first and third, one out. They'll play the infield back on Marquard and try to get an inning-ending double play as Reagan did in the 5th. Yeah. Here's Reagan. That's 2-7. He struck him out. That's the second best thing he could have done. But Josh DeVore is coming up. 2 outs, first and third. Dodgers cannot afford to allow anything else. Okay, Reagan, and the pitch. That's 3-7 right-handed, and that is a base hit by DeVore. Devlin scores, Myers goes to third, and that's what happens. So Reagan getting hit here in the 6th. It's first and third, 2 out, and here's Doyle. And the pitch. 2-7, he walked him. So he's struggling out there. They're going to let him stay out there with bases loaded, 2 outs, and they'll let him hit to a great hitter, Fred Snodgrass. He may not have had his best season ever, but Snodgrass 1 for 3. Here's Reagan now. The pitch to Snodgrass. That's 2-6 right-handed. It's a base hit. 2 runs will score. Myers comes home. DeVore comes home. Doyle comes to third, and out comes Robinson. That's 4 runs batted in today. for Freddie Snodgrass. And he's already made the motion. Reagan is through here. They don't care. Okay, they'll hit for the next guy. You know. Snodgrass pitched 1 1/3. We're just not going to allow it to go on. He's responsible for first and third. He's allowed 3 this inning, and it's an 8-2 ball game. Red Murray will be the batter. Let's see who's coming in now. I prefer not to use Dent or Netzer. I'm going to need 2 pitchers. Good God. Knapp Rucker, a left-hander, is available, and so is... Oh, God. See, I don't know these teams very well at all. My God, these people. Amazing. Steele. We're going to bring Elmer Steele in right now. And I got Knapp Rucker, who's warming. Elmer Steele is coming in, the right-hander, to end this fiasco. Steele takes his warm-ups. 2.67 ERA, 19 starts. Also comes in relief. And it is Red Murray with 2 outs, first and third. Here's Elmer now. And the pitch. That's 5-9 right-handed. Grounds it to third, and the side is retired. But 3 more runs for the Giants here in the bottom of the 6th. It's 8-2. Steele is a 2 WS. We thank him for his work. There's going to be a hitter for Steele in the top of the 7th. And Knapp Rucker will be the 4th pitcher for Brooklyn. Let's see who's hitting. Brooklyn down by 6 here in the top of the 7th. Facing Marquard, the southpaw. Going to be Dolly Stark. Dolly Stark coming in. He had 193 at bats. Dolly Stark steps into the box now. He's a right-handed hitter. .295 in real world. Here's Marquard, he's ready. The pitch to Stark. That's 6-5, right-handed, hit well, but playable by Murray in left, and it's 1 away. Back to the top of the order, here's Bill Davidson. So Marquard staying strong here. He has retired 10 in order here. And we'll have our 7th inning stretch very shortly, after this half inning at least. Here's the pitch to Davidson. 2-5 left-handed, struck him out. Number 5 for Rube. Very nice performance for Rube. Now Bertulli, 1 for 3. The pitch to Tooley. That's 1-9 left-handed, fly ball left field. Murray, Red Murray, makes the catch, and it's another 1-2-3. That's 12 in order for Rube Marquard. And we're in the 7th inning stretch now. And we want to thank you for being here on the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. I got to tell you what I want to do right now, and that is just get myself a little bit of time here to get in concert with this ball game. And you know, all the games are not winners. They're not all winners. But I'm gonna sit. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take another hit. That's what I'm gonna frickin' do. Oh. I am in Studio B. I guess this is fire in your face, yeah. I'm gonna go with Runts, a very traditional blend. And you know, this is medical cannabis. It's like if I had to take a pill or something. Really, let's keep the stigma at the door. And, you know, that's Runts. Mm-hmm. So what do you think, folks? 1920. Those of you who know the leagues, the seasons, 1920, 1924. I might get bored a little bit with that. I get bored of everything eventually. Yowza, yowza, Rhodes Scholar, indeed. Oh yeah. Oh, that is so tasty. Isn't it lovely? To be able to play. Let me just get a. Uh-oh, this thing's getting loose here. Hold on. This is gonna take. Oh, shit! Oh, Christ. Hold on. I have to tighten this up. Okay. This frickin' thing got so loose. I know it goes round and round. And where it's, oh, that's so nice. It's a very simple, a very simple tripod, and I like it a lot. I've had it for at least 2 years. Yeah, at least 2 years. Here we go. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. There we go. Oh, my goodness. I got it so ass backwards here. Well, I guess we'll get on with this ball game. That's good. It's like a so-so. Here we go. All righty. Well, we're going to be heading to the bottom of the 7th, and it's going to be a new pitcher. His name, and this, I think this is his first appearance this season. He was a 22 game winner. And the cool thing is, we'll check it out tomorrow. Even, I've got to get to know these guys. I want to revisit who are the main starters for this, even though I start whoever they started. Get into a rotation. And as far as Nap Rucker, if by chance he were to be starting next game, of course we would let him start. There's people pitched 2 games of a doubleheader back then. I don't know about 1911, but I think it's happened. And I think there's 1 triple header. That's insane. Okay, Rucker is a left-hander, and he's good. And Rucker will face Fred Merkle and the Giants. Merkle 0 for 3 today. All right, we're ready to get going here. Nap Rucker into his windup. And the pitch to Merkle. 1-7, he grounds it to short, 1 away. Here's Al Bridwell. And the pitch from Rucker. That's 3-7 left-handed. It's a base hit by Bridwell, his 2nd of the ball game. Bridwell is on. Here's Art Devlin. Devlin 2 for 3. Here's Rucker. That's 4-9 right-handed. And that is a base hit by Devlin off Rucker. It's 1st and 2nd, and Devlin is 3 for 4 today. Quite a ball game. Jeez. You know, Snodgrass has 4 runs batted in. 1st and 2nd, 1 down. Here's Myers now. Rucker. 2-8 left-handed, pops him up to short, and Thule makes the catch. It's 2 down, and here comes Rube. Whoops, it was Myers. 2-8, I'm so sorry. Wait a minute, Marquard was up. Myers was up. 2-8. And that's a fly to center. I am so sorry. That's a fly ball to center field for the Chief. Makes no difference. And here's Rube Marquard. Rube. Marquard is the batter. Rube 1 for 3 today. Whoa! Shit. 5-8. Marquard switch hitter batting right. Grounds it to short and the side is out. We're going to the top of the 8th. It's an 8-2 ball game. Giants winning it. We're at Hilltop tonight. Oh, we're at Hilltop. How would you like to, after the ball game, go to a restaurant, a nice restaurant, have a cocktail, relax, have a beautiful dinner, then go back to the hotel, maybe go into the gold room for some more drinking. Actually, I quit alcohol, people. I gotta tell you, it was so bad for me. And I developed a little problem after a while. Top of the 8th now. Marquard has really been tough. He allowed the 2 runs in the 3rd, but Lord, he has retired 12 in order since then. And here is Jake Daubert. And I have a fun story about Rube Marquard if he wins the game. He'd probably be star of the game. I know the 4 runs batted in are awesome by Snodgrass, but you didn't even need that many runs. You need 3 actually, if it stays like this. We go up into the mezzanine for you. God damn you. It's the top of the 8th. Rube Marquard will face Daubert, Hummel, and Wheat. Okay, here's Marquard. That's 4-6 left-handed. He flies it to left, 1 down. That's 13 in order. Hummel is the batter. A beautiful pitching performance, and I can draw the distinctions, folks. I do not have to have him pitch a perfect game or not have that 2-run 3rd. And you can do the same. We can appreciate his work from the 4th inning on. Okay, Hummel facing Marquard. And the pitch. 1-4 left-handed. Fly ball to right. And Devore makes the catch. 2 outs, but he devoured it all right. Now 2 outs. Here's Zach Wheat. Nobody on here. Top of the 8th. We're at Hilltop Park. in New York. We are in New York, all right. Okay, here's Marquard. And the pitch, 2 weeds. That's 4-5 left-handed. Struck him out. And that's going to be 15 in order for Rube Marquard. And that's the 6th strikeout for Rube. I think we're watching something really special here tonight. He devoured that, yeah. We're watching something really special in the name of Rube Marquard. I hope you don't mind, Kathy Harden, and I think Ron, who wants the Dodgers here, and that's fine. Rube Marquard, wow. Wowee. I hope he gets 18, I'll tell you that. 18 in order. He's allowed 3 hits, 2 runs. Walked 4, one of them intentionally, struck out 6. But he's retired 15 in order. We're going to move to the bottom of the 8th. And the Giants come up. Rucker pitching his 2nd inning. This may be his last inning, Nat Rucker. If you're looking ahead to the top of the 9th, you know, the Dodgers right now are down by 6 runs. And coming up in the top of the 9th will be Colson, Zimmerman, and Irwin. Oh, that sounds good. Meanwhile, it's the top of the order for McGraw's Giants. It's Josh DeVauer. See if he's got the numbers to support that name. He's sufficient so that he could be a lot of fun. He's 1-17, AA. I've got to learn about you, Josh. He's a frickin' 1 in the field. And he's on the Giants? I might have been a Giant fan. I don't know who I would have been. You know, yeah, the New York Highlanders. It's hard to think of them with a Yankee identity until they changed their name, you know? And they had their own stadium, frickin' 1923. It might be cool to have the 24 season, if only because that's the 2nd year when Yankee was open. We'll learn about you, Josh. What just happened? Yeah, we're moving on, aren't we? Josh has not hit yet, has he? Can anybody help me out? This is serious. Otherwise, I'll just have to have him hit again. I do not remember if I did or did not, if he did or did not hit. Can anybody in text help me out? Otherwise, I'll suspend this ball game. I hate to give ultimatums. Anybody at all? Does it really matter? Okay, thanks, Ron. I know there's a delay, by the way. Thank you so much. Here's DeVore now. 2 for 4. Pitch from Rucker. That's 4-6 left-handed. Flies to center. To right, 1 out. And now Larry Doyle. Oh. Oh my God. DeVore is 2 for 5 now, but you're right. Thank you very much, sir. Here's Doyle. The pitch from Rucker. 111 left-handed, grounds it to first, 2 away. I'm going to be doing a special treat for the start of the game, assuming things continue to go this way. Here's Snodgrass, 2 for 4. Snodgrass with 4 runs batted in. That's unbelievable. Knocked in 2 here and 2 here with base hits. 210 left-handed, and there's another base hit by Snodgrass. Lord. He's being held. And here's Red Murray. Come on, Red. Here's John McGraw. You could hear it probably. Murray 1 for 4. Here's the pitch from Rucker. That's 110 left-handed. Grounds it to third, and the side is retired. So it's no runs, 1 hit, the single by Snodgrass. His third, by the way, for the ball game. We're headed to the 9th. It's 8-2 Giants over the Dodgers. And here's Rube Marquard coming out for the complete game win. The 15 retired in order, wants to make it 18. This might be the most ever that we've had in our replays. 18, if he gets it. Okay, Marquard. Here comes Bob Colson. He's 1 for 2, a sacrifice fly. That was back in the 3rd when the Dodgers took a 2-0 lead in this ball game. Isn't that something? We were thinking. Well, here's the pitch to Colson. 3-7 left-handed, grounds to short, 1 away. And that was a nice play by Bridwell. Now Eddie Zimmerman with 1 out. It's 16 in order for Marquard. Here's Marquard now. The pitch to Zimmerman. Let's really shake it up. Gotta get a hit off this guy. 4-6, and he flies it to right. And devours it. Oh my, 2 outs. Marquard 17 in order. Remember this night, folks. This was great pitching. Irwin now, Tex Irwin, 1 for 3. Marquard winds and deals. 2-7, and he flies it to center. Under it is Snodgrass, and the game is over. So, there you have it, folks. It was a great freaking game as usual. I agree with Ron McGrath. Oh, it was a great freaking game, wasn't it? Oh, boy. And we send our best wishes to Ron McGrath and Kathy Harden, who wanted the Brooklyn Dodgers, and but they are a much better team. The Giants won the pennant. Marquard is the big story tonight, as far as I'm concerned. 18 in order in this ball game. He did allow the 2 runs, and then he was just literally unhittable. It was Giants 8 runs, 14 hits, no errors. Dodgers 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error. Schardt got hit bad. He started out well. Okay. And when the triple by Doyle happened, it was a sign of things to come. The Giants exploded for 4 runs in the 5th and 3 in the 6th. I want to give a special acknowledgement tonight to Rube Marquard. I don't want to go too much into him. I recommend you go look at his history, his biography. But what we saw tonight is certainly an example of what we could expect from Rube Marquard. What the fuck is going on now? Uh-oh. Now this thing is broken here. Hold on. Oh no, okay, it's okay. I am so sorry, I'm getting a little bit messed up in the head. I want to just say to everybody, here's Rube Marquard. See, this thing is backwards right now. It doesn't matter, just for this broadcast. I want to show you all some things. That's one hell of a picture there, folks. You've got to think of these people. And, you may say, oh, well, I read that he shouldn't have been put into the Hall of Fame. You know what? For some years, he was great, Almost as great as Koufax. Okay, for short periods. So was Koufax. But Rube... And they started calling him Rube because he reminded people of Rube Waddell. And he's already out of baseball by 1911. But this guy really lived. And look at his haircut. His haircut is almost contemporary. You know that? I swear. I want to show you an interesting news item that I picked up on Twitter today. And I just felt I knew he was pitching today. There it is. He was arrested at the 1920 World Series. He was still an active player, but I don't believe he was in the series. And he was arrested maybe he was arrested or cited. They say arrested selling scalping tickets. Okay, he was asking for, this was for 8 seats. He was asking $350. It was really $52 back then, but you know, $350 is like over $5,000. And I found this news item. It's right there, and that's a pretty darn good documentation that really happened. I'm not thinking badly of him. People have done that. Marquard claimed that the offer for that amount of money was a joke. And that he really bought the tickets for his brother. That's amazing. It's an incredible detail. Now, you're not going to believe this if I tell you this. Maybe you will. And I'm going to take off. One last thing I'd like to say. Now, he's born in 1886. And he died in 1980. Think about it, folks. 1980. Think about how old. I can't find any pictures of him. Here's him in 1912. See how big we can get this. Oh yeah, it's really big. Oh yeah, this is great. See, this is where you can actually see him pretty damn close. So he pitched one hell of a game, folks. Isn't that cool? I mean, think about him. He really lived. And he lived a long frickin' time, 93. Whoa. He saw Jimmy Carter. That's amazing. He saw the Iran hostage situation, depending on, you know, his mentality. But like so many others, he died eventually. And he was inducted in 71, by the way, into the Hall of Fame. Just 9 years before he died. He was 80. Oh, I don't know, 84. Okay, everybody, I hope you enjoyed it. Stay strong, okay? Stay well, and I'll catch you all next time. Right here on the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. Thank you.